Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go, Reed, go. Let's go now. Ready?
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
11. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. The short throw there pulled in by All. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
11 MT. Stop.
Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage.
Well, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
7 Pirates. Set up. Set go.
Here's Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. An inside give, Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Gun. Dot.
Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open.
Here we go.
That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll get a couple past the 20 to the 21. The Panthers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Here we go, set.
Now here's Young. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Throwing, Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's get set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go. 12.
Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be...
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On one, ready?
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it with Brown. Shoves him aside. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Following the interception, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-on throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
And some guys just have that knack of finding the first down flag and getting there. Hubbard did it very well on that carry, and he did it really well last season. 59 first down runs a year ago.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
They'll try to throw now. Young escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Young to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Hey, check that, street, go!
They give it off here to the tight end. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Etienne will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready. Here we go, set. 60 Maverick. Hunt.
Young now. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
18 Rattler.
Now Young. He'll find McMillan here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Young off the play fake. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
19 tight. 79 Broncos.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Panther 11.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now it's Burrow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Cup 19, go!
Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. There's 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Here we go. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
11.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Higgins. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down and around the 22. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
12. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go.
Brown trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Gun.
Brown once more. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
11 mighty. 11.
Now Burrow. He's got it. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Go!
Here is Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Brown from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw, Young. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Young to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back.
Here we go.
This is Brown on the draw play. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing, Young. And now here is another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
here we go.
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki, 31 yards. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Go!
To throw, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll throw again. Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Young to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Buffalo 18.
Again, it's Young. And my goodness, another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Young now from the 50. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. The play fake. Now Young. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Come on, set. Ready.
Young now. Eluding the pressure right. He's into space past the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. It'll be Young again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 3rd and 9.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check out.
One last shot for Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.